I already have a transmitter. It's very good, but let's face it, making your own is much more badass. Not only that, but it also opens up many different possibilities because you make it according to your needs. So let's make one. I firstly hacked an old joystick controller I had laying around. I soldered all the potentiometer pins to an Arduino Nano, which was also connected to the NRF24L01 high power module, like so. By the way, if you are using one of these, be careful to power it only with 3.3 volts, not 5 volts, and it will work best with a 10 nanofarads capacitor connected to its power pins. I tested this setup already on a breadboard, but I tested it again just to be sure. You can see the values changing as I move the joysticks. I even tested the system with a battery, therefore not connected to the computer. It's always amazing seeing information traveling in thin air. Well, that's the electronic part finished, which wasn't very complicated to be honest. Now it's time for the box construction. I found this interesting shape which will make the transmitter easy to hold onto. I figured out the lengths, sketched the shape on some plywood, cut it out, and drilled out the two holes for the two joysticks to pass through. So I've got all of the pieces right here, and I got the measurements. I thought it would go from this point to this point, so this is 5.5, so I made this, and when I try to put it, this goes here, and when I add the last piece, I realize that it does not work, and that's why you test things. So I should have tested this with I don't know, foam board or something, or at least not do two of these, because of course I made two. So now this I'm going to have to recut. So that's why you test things all the time. The two new pieces cut out with the right length meant I had all the side pieces done. Okay, so this is how it's going to be. So I need to drill the holes for the antenna and the two switches. The battery will go there, so I need to do the wiring, the electronics. And when that's all done, it's going to be glue time. After some technical difficulties, the top piece was complete. Okay, so now I'm going to drill out the hole for the switch, which is here, which I'm going to put here, and for the voltmeter that I'm going to put underneath. So let's go. I've got most things wired up, so the two switches, to use them I actually made a voltage divider using the 5 volts of the Arduino, and then I used pull down resistors. I get a 0 result. So I tested them out, they were great. Now the next step is going to glue this in, and once all of this is glued in, I'll start by wiring the switch and the voltmeter with the battery. So let's get gluing. Once everything was glued in, I finished glue time with some wood glue as to hide the imperfections of the cut and the wood. I smoothed out all of the edges because it has to be comfortable to hold in your hands, and it was done. I'm really happy how this transmitter turned out. I think it's gonna work great, so I still have to make a receiver for it. So I'll probably make a car and then maybe a drone if it works well. And the box is really quite unique. I've never seen a transmitter like this, and it's very comfortable to hold in your hands. The joysticks are, I mean, they're okay, but their work turns on. You can see the voltage of the battery. That works. Now I'm also really happy about the closing. It's quite complicated to close boxes, but here you can't actually open it like this. It's actually way too strong, and you have to force really a lot this direction. That's why this is really clever, because you just push it like this and then it becomes really easy. Because I actually put some magnets here and here with some metal brackets, and it just closes up really easily. And as you see, it really holds really well. I put some batteries like this, so I'll change them to rechargeable batteries, but for now they were great. And thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.